Hey, what's up, everybody? Jasper Gonzo here. Another episode of What's Next, your daily dose, as always. Hope you're enjoying this Monday. Well, I'm going to delve into comics for a bit. And we've done a number of shows in regards to one, Doctor Strange 2, the sequel, Multiverse of Madness. Yes, of course, as we all know, it's coming out soon. And of course, there are many disappointments in this movie, from the multiple reshoots to having a forced alphabet character into the script, and of course, Benedict Cumberbatch's comments or issues with one Sam Elliott. But because of a certain news organization that appears in the film, the Chicoms are clutching their pearls and their panties are bunching. Hey, let's take a look. This comes out abounding in the comics. Appearance of anti-communist newspaper, the Epoch Times, in Doctor Strange, The Multiverse of Madness sparks outrage in China. Ooh, the Chicoms are mad. The appearance of the Epoch Times, a newspaper associated with anti-CCP Falun Gong religious movement, in Marvel and DC upcoming's Doctor Strange in Multiverse of Madness, has sparked outrage in China and reportedly brought the film's release into that country in question. Yes, there's a problem. The publication's cameo in the upcoming Benedict Cumberbatch-led sequel was first discovered on April 28th following the exclusive release of a clip featured the eponymous hero battling out with Gantos, the MCU's non-copyrighted name for Shumagorath, on the streets of New York. Seen at the 25-second in the minute-long clip, one of the Epoch Times signature yellow distribution boxes can be seen sitting on the street next to Doctor Strange as he moves to rescue America Chavez. Yes, that forced alphabet character from the interdimensional entity clutches. Right there. Right there. Though brief, this cameo, likely incidental and completely accidental, gives Disney propensity for doing business with the Chicoms. Not only made waves in local social media, but was deemed enough of an insult to prompt China's state-run news outlet, the Global Times, declaring, insulting China, no, Doctor Strange 2 is shaming U.S. and Hollywood. Anti-Chinese forces outside China who take pleasure in offending China, of course, as we all do outside in the West, especially the supporters of Falun Gong cult, are extremely thrilled by the appearance of such Falun Gong nods such as the Hollywood blockbuster. Proudly stating that the Doctor Strange is insulting China, wrote the paper from perspective of an individual by the pseudonym of Frank Bro. However, in my opinion, showing the elements of the cult banned by China 20 years ago and its mouthpiece is not an insult to China. Instead, it is putting the U.S. and Hollywood to shame, they added. Founded in the late 90s by current leader Li Hongzhi, Falun Gong defines itself as a religion more so as a self-proclaimed spiritual movement, promoting Buddhism-based belief as ascending to higher levels of understanding through such practices as meditation, physical exercise, and the abandonment of various earthly desires. However, in stark contrast to many such movements, Falun Gong does not ask its practitioners to cut ties with society or concept of love and marriage, but rather encourages them to ethically embrace and participate in the world around them. Gee, what a concept. Despite such amicable practices, the organization has drawn criticism of the past over Hongzi's view on homosexuality, which he believes renders someone no longer worthy of being called a human being. Ouch. Hongzi also teaches that heaven is segregated by race, outright asserting that 1999 interview that the yellow people, white people, and black people have corresponding races in heaven. Yes, they have their little boxes, make sure. Our mixed race individuals could only enter heaven through his assistance. Yes. Yeah. Unsurprisingly, not long after its founding, the group drew the ire of the Chinese Communist Party due to its growing size and influence, which the ruling government believed poses a threat to both powers and statewide policy of mandatory atheism. 1999, the group's organization was practiced and banned in China, prompting a government-backed open season on persecution of Falun Gong that saw a number of human rights abuses committed against its followers, including forced religious conversions, torture, the use of fodder in the state's organ harvesting operations. Based in New York and operated by the group, the Epoch Times has accused in recent years of being a far-right news outlet due to such editorial stances as support of Donald Trump, questioning the 2020 presidential elections, which, of course, as we all know, is fake, and its parent company operations of a YouTube channel featuring pro-QAnon content. The paper also has drawn accusations of propagating disinformation, of course, that lovely word disinformation, for covering Trump's claims his presidential campaign had been spied on, which turns out to be fact. A claim as such has been vindicated by even the mainstream media and their early support of COOF, lab-leaked theory, which since has grown and, of course, is widely supported as factual that the COOF came from Wuhan. Though the outrage in China and citizens has been confirmed according to Deadline, the same cannot be currently said of Doctor Strange in a Multiverse of Madness released in China. As reported by the trade news outlet, we understand that Doctor Strange 2 has been submitted to Chinese authorities for its review. It's going to be combed over to make sure that there are nothing that says China is bad, and that a release has not been nixed or approved. Disney has not yet offered public comment on this outrage, well, because we all know Disney has its hands full with the groomers and what it means for the Chinese future of Doctor Strange. My thoughts. What a surprise that the Chicoms would be cringing in regards to a simple little box in the corner of a movie while Doctor Strange is fighting off enemies. That they have a problem with. They don't have a problem with the Uyghurs getting tortured, Muslim Uyghurs, as we all know. They don't have a problem with driving Chinese Christians underground to, of course, practice their faith, because we are talking about imprisonment, torture, and death. But what? Come on. Don't let facts get in the way of your feelings. But when you have the NBA, of course, as we all know, who defends the Chicoms, as we all know that this government under Dementia Boy defends the Chicoms, it's not a surprise that Hollywood and Disney Marvel, of course, the grooming capital of the world right now, would defend the Chicoms. And could Doctor Strange be pulled from Chinese markets? I would not be surprised. They've done worse shit for less. But I would not be surprised also if Disney pulled that little clip, cut that little clip out of its movie, only because look what they did to Star Wars regarding their African-American character, and also a supposed kiss scene in one of their last movies. But then again, when you have 1.5 billion people and you literally control the economic market, sorry US, you were king, not anymore, then what they say pretty much goes. So Marvel, get on your knees, make sure your knee pads are firmly in place, and do your business. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. I want to see more just like this. Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we catch you guys next time. Peace.